Excuse me. Hey yo. Just preparing for dev chat. Just doing some prep work. Making sure everything is fine and dandy. See. Exported the build of the game as well, so let me just run it. Just making sure everything is working. Yeah, seems fine. Seems fine. I did manage to work in a collision fix. Like I did manage to do it in time for this dev chat, but I guess I'll have to handle that later. Yeah, let me open up a few more files.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty
How's it going
good.
for you?
I'm okay. I went through like all 10 worlds to finalize the number of collectibles. So I
Oh yeah, I
guess...
saw you streaming, but then it was at times when I was like too tired to watch, so I just logged.
Hey, thanks for the luck, man.
Hey, thanks. Oh yeah, you're live right now, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 2 more minutes till dev chat.
I know, right?
Just went. Yeah.
Yeah.
So today is primarily for my side. I guess playtesting again, right?
Sure. Why not?
Primarily.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Neato burrito.
Nito burrito, yeah.
Yeah, I was quite tired just now, but I drank some tea, so I should be fine. Because I took my COVID jab recently.
Oh, the first jab?
First one, yeah.
Right. The second
Yeah.
one knocked me out for like 2 days.
Oh no. That's like knockout as in you were just like tired the whole time for 2 days.
Tired and having a fever and having a headache.
No, no, that's bad. That sounds really, really bad. Yeah, I think nowadays I'm a bit more tired, primarily not because of the jab actually. I think it's because I'm used to exercising every day now, but I haven't exercised for a few days.
I see.
So it's like there's a break in the routine, and I don't think that feels that good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, healthy, man. I'm trying to. I would like to get into a routine of exercising, but I'm so damn lazy.
Oh yeah, I know, because I started getting into boxing a lot. So
what?
like
Boxing?
yeah.
Oh.
So I've been doing a lot of boxing. I basically do a lot of I go to the gym to box and spar and do back work and stuff. But
Right.
at home I basically just do a lot of shadow boxing, and I do a lot of I like lift some tiny ass weights and do some stupid body weight like push ups and sit ups and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
That's like beginner stuff because I'm a fat boy.
No.
Nisok says I haven't exercised for like 3 months. I feel that. Yeah, I've been exercising every single day apart from the past few days. But other than that, for about a month, I've been exercising almost every day, and I've also been meditating for every day for the past 2 weeks, I think.
Meditating. How does one go about meditation?
It depends on the type of meditation you do. I do vipassana noting meditation and regular breathing meditation. So the vipassana noting is mindfulness meditation, which allows you to stay more focused during your work. So when I'm doing work, I can just sit down for 1 hour and just do work with no distractions.
Nice.
But the breathing meditation helps me relax and helps me sleep. So I've actually removed all my sleeping medication. So I went from taking medication every single night to not taking it at all.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's very useful. Hi, John.
Hello.
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 How's it going?
Hello.
Going fine.
Going fine.
Does anyone know about the Opera GX Game Jam?
I did not.
Yeah,
Opera GX Game Jam.
I heard about
It's
that.
like
Yeah.
doesn't Opera own Game Maker now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And so it's a create a game for the no internet page in the Opera GX browser, based on a mystery theme to be revealed on July 29th. And
Oh.
you have to build it using Game Maker Studio 2 though.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it says
definitely.
become a part of internet history by creating the most engaging HTML5 endless game for Opera GX and win cash prizes, cash rewards of up of $10,000 for the grand prize,
Right.
$7,000 for the runner-up, and $3,000 for the third place.
But here's the thing, right? There are a few conditions. So the game has to be what, 5 megabyte, right?
I think so, because it's gonna run like the Chrome no internet page.
So I
the
wonder if
endless
the
runner,
scope
right?
is just meant to be something like that.
I assume so. You probably wouldn't want to put a full-fledged JRPG in your no internet page.
I will join, but there's so much stuff on my plate. Like basically, I also like am gonna do the talk soon, and I decided to do an interactive presentation where like I have games inside the presentation, which is probably really stupid of me to do. So I have to make one game for every single point that I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna spoil too much of it, but like I have to make a shit ton of games.
Oh,
And it's like, why did I do this to myself? Yeah,
When's your talk again?
September 7th, I think.
September 7th. Right.
Yeah, then also the deadline, not deadline, the release date for Skull Chains, I have to figure that out by today actually, because like I want to submit it for the Steam October demo festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
By then I should be able to have something already like fully fledged. So I want to do that and release it shortly after.
The submission is by October.
Yeah.
It's how many? Let me think. How many of these do we get in a year? Like 2 or 3 of them, right? Is it?
Yeah, we get about 2 of them, I think.
2 of them, right.
Yeah, usually I think it's around 2. But I think I think I'm gonna enter it in. I've been working on my Steam pitch this week. I haven't finished it completely, but it's mostly done. I just need to grab some screenshots and stuff. Yeah, and then I just need to put in a release date, and I'm good to go. Then I can get a wish list. So
Yeah, man.
I'm planning on finishing that up so that I can get wish list by next week. But also I plan to do a lot of stuff in the following week, so I don't know how much I can do. But yeah, that's a good segue into our dev
Dev
chat.
chat.
Yeah. Nice, fantastic. Okay, so I guess we.
Yeah,
Are you live already? You're live already, right?
I'm live already, actually. Yeah.
Okay, great. Wait, let me look in your eye. Let me go look. Got a lurk.
Wow, thanks, man.
Alert. There you go. Okay, yes. So I think we can start. I'm starting first as usual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go through what I've done this week. Let me share my screen. There you go. Okay. So can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can see it.
Okay, so basically I gave it a pretty big visual overhaul, as you can see. I also added sounds, which you won't be able to hear right now because I muted the audio and also because I'm sharing my screen. Actually, maybe I should just share the build itself. Give me a second.
Okay.
Sorry, give me a sec.
No worries.
Let me just grab the build and then stream that instead. That should be better. I hope it's not too loud. Let me change this Windows to Skull Chains. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's so loud! Holy crap! Oh my ears, my ears! Oh man,
That felt
oh.
good. That felt good.
That's no. That
Oh,
I
more!
no. I think my ears are like
Oh.
they exploded. Let me just like down the volume first. I'm sorry to everybody who was watching my stream. Okay, it is still too loud. I put it to like 5%. It's still too loud. Wait, let me. Oh wait, I put it 11%. Okay. Wait, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler, new enemy.
Yeah.
And then like you
saw it on your stream. Yeah.
yeah, as you can see, like there's a lot of tweaks to it. One of the tweaks is the it's still too loud. Holy crap! It's still way too loud. Let me put it to 1%. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the oh crap! I sent you guys the wrong build. I sent it without the UI. Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry. I have to resend my build.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Oh man, this is scuffed. Let me just stream my screen instead. Then sorry about it.
Wait, you mentioned sending a bill. Where do you send it?
Oh, it's the same link basically.
Ah, okay.
To itch, right?
Yeah, it's the same link. So I'm going to enable my UI firstly
Okay.
and set my player lives to 3, and then I'm gonna build and upload. There you go. I can't believe I'm doing this on stream.
No worries.
People in my chat are like my earballs.
Earballs.
Sorry. I apologize. So yeah, I'm gonna just build it up and then after that send it off. So while you guys are downloading, I'll just go through what I've done. So the visual stuff, right? The visual stuff is the fog, and then after that there's like a bunch of color compression changes. So it's a lot more vibrant, as you can see. Like previously, it was a lot more dull, and it was a lot harder to kind of see the enemies. Now it's quite obvious where the enemies are. Plus, it looks a lot more neon, which I think fits it. Also, the build should be live. I'll just paste the link as oh,
Okay. I'm downloading it at the moment.
why can't I type? Oh my god, I can't type anything. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Wait. Sorry, something's wrong. I'm being hacked. I'm being hacked.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's
god,
Chrome.
I actually don't know what's going on. Why can't I type anything? Wait. Oh, now I can. What the heck was that? I was being hacked for a second. Okay, so basically is this page. John, I'll just post it for you.
I have the itch.
You have it?
Yeah.
I have the itch app now.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's good then.
ooh.
Ooh,
John
fancy.
got the app.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know if it's downloaded. Like if it will automatically download the latest build.
you have to go to the configuration for that game, then check for updates.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically I've done the fog and the color compression and the visual changes. I also made the new enemy, but also there's like some subtle changes to how the player actually moves. It's a lot easier to swing now. The camera is also like pushed out a bit, a little bit, so that you can
Nice.
see more of the screen at once. Also, you can now actually swing your flail outside of the boundaries, like as you can see here.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like stop at the wall. If that makes sense. I'm
Right.
sharing my
Yeah,
screen,
that
right?
was that was a bit
I'm sharing my screen. I can't remember if I shared my screen or not.
Yeah. We're watching
Okay.
it.
Okay. So there's that, and then I also changed the flies to be larger. I basically tweaked up all of the enemies. I tweaked up the ice snake so that it's a lot easier to get a combo on them. So it's a lot. It's like your flail is larger, firstly, but also it's a lot easier to do stuff like that. Yeah. So you can feel cooler easier, I guess,
nice.
which is always nice.
Right.
And that's about most of the stuff. Oh yeah, also I added sound effects. So my musician also gave me some sound effects to work with, and I implemented them for every single enemy. So
Nice.
I thought that was pretty important to get some feedback in. I don't have any sound effects for like, for example, when the player dies yet, and I don't have any sound effects for when like an enemy spawns yet. But I'll
Right.
be adding those soon. Yeah.
I have a question about the color compression.
Yeah.
How is the color mapped from like one particular range to another? Like
Oh,
how
it's
does it
just
work?
finding the closest one.
Like
Usually, what you
closest.
want to
Yeah. So sorry.
yeah.
Yes. Huh?
Usually, what you want to do is you want to like use a grayscale and then after that map it via texture.
Right.
Um, but I'm using something called what was it called again? Let me check. Color Boy.
Right.
It's a script. I can't remember where it's from exactly. Some GitHub link, but I looked into how it works, and basically it's just mapping the closest color, and
So
it's not that intensive.
by closest, is it the value, the HSV value itself, or is it
Yeah, the
something else?
RGB value,
RGB. Well, how do you determine whether it's closest? If
or
it's
like you just check the values of the RGB and check for the
check for the minimum
minimum difference.
for all three components.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
which is not as good. So I might be basically making my own version of it in the future. But for now, it works fine.
Yeah, yeah. I think the end result looks pretty good. So I'm very curious at like how the color is mapped from one to another. It's very
Right.
cool.
Yeah, but basically that's how it's done at the moment. I wanted to do the grayscale thing, but the problem is that with the grayscale thing, then I can't really have like if I make it slightly lighter, like using an additive material, it wouldn't work as well, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Um, so I decided to go with this method instead, which is not as efficient, but it still looks pretty good. And it still works pretty relatively efficiently, so it's fine.
Right. Oh, so
Um,
wait. So the problem with the grayscale is if something is like whiter,
Lighter, it
it
will change
all,
into a different color, yeah.
right, but they will all change to the same like same bright color.
Yeah, like imagine if like you designated a section of grayscale for red, for example, right?
Right.
And then use an additive material. Then it will just like turn everything that's lighter into red. Like you don't
Mm,
have any nuance if you're using like a grayscale shader
right.
converter. Yeah. That's
Mm,
what I found out when I was like trying to make I was trying to do that in Game Maker with a previous game of mine called The Blob. I
mm,
also used a similar thing, but I used the grayscale, and I found we ran into a lot of problems. Basically,
right.
yeah,
Problems with readability.
yeah, with readability mainly.
I see.
Um, but with this, it's a lot easier, I think, and I can swap out color palettes much easier as well.
Mm,
Yeah, like for right now, I can swap it right now. Actually, like I can just show you. So if I go to here and I change it to like say A, B will have a completely different color palette. See?
oh shoot, that's cool.
So I can swap it out on the fly, and I can actually like define my own color palettes, um, whenever I want. So actually this one, the Sweetie 16, I modified it so that it's a bit nicer looking.
Mm.
It wasn't like this initially. Um,
So this is post processing, right?
yeah, this post processing.
I see.
Yeah.
Ah.
So there is that, and I didn't get as much done as I wanted to this week on the game itself, because I was also like trying to work up the Steam page and stuff like that, and a bunch of other stuff. But I think it's a quite huge improvement visually. I spent a while on the visuals, trying to get it to look just how I want to for the colors and stuff.
Mm.
Um, so for I guess for today's playtesting, right, it will primarily probably be what kind, because I want to start getting into upgrades, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one more thing I want to say. I tried to do a combo system. In fact, I implemented it. Um, but I hated it. So the reason why I hated it was because I felt that there was too much cognitive load being put onto the player. Um, like there's all this, like the swinging mechanic is fairly simple, but there's a lot of enemies on the screen, and like you have to kind of like manage a lot of information. Like for example, for like the eye enemy, you have to figure out what angle you want to hit him at and stuff like that. If you add to that the fact that you have to do combos, I feel that it's something that the player will not even think about. It'll just be something that he does like he wouldn't think about it, he'll do it accidentally, which is not what we want.
Mm.
And I don't think it's a very elegant solution either for this particular game. I think it's a elegant solution for a lot of other games, not for this game. That, and also I was thinking of doing grazing. So grazing is a mechanic where you try to get as close as you can to the enemy, and that gives you extra points. But I realized that what I would rather do rather than these two things is to have enemies that require you to act in certain ways in order to defeat them, if you want to defeat them optimally.
Mm.
if that makes sense. So for example, right, the ice snake is a good example of this. You want to actually like position yourself in a certain angle if you want to destroy him in one hit.
Yeah.
And usually that's a bit hard to do, and that makes it gives an additional challenge to the player. Now, if I make all the enemies like you just hit them like the imp, you just hit them, that won't be very fun. But what I want to do is I want to work on how the player's positioning himself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing you're doing. That's the only thing you're doing, right? So like for example, for this enemy, right, the spinning enemy, he will when you hit him, he'll start to spin, but after a while he'll stop spinning and he'll get back to his like original state like this. If I stop, see, I have to hit him again. You have to hit him twice in succession, which means that you have to put yourself in danger if there's other enemies around you. You have to basically stay in the same spot for a prolonged period of time, and that's the intention with that particular enemy. And the thing is, when he gets hit for the second time, he will become faster as well. So it makes it a bit tricky to handle if you're handling other enemies and you suddenly have this guy charging towards you at full speed. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. I like the whole concept of it.
Yeah, like I was thinking like what's the only thing that I'm doing, and the only thing I'm doing is like swinging my mouse around. So I have to make sure that swinging my mouse around, I can milk as much of it as I can out of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think by thinking about a few things, where I'm hitting it, when I'm hitting it, and how I'm hitting it. So where I'm hitting it is like basically the point of impact, right? Like initially I made the ring enemy kind of like you have to hit him from top or bottom, but it didn't feel as good. So I went with when you can hit him. So you have to hit him when you do the first strike, after you do the first strike. And the last one is how you hit him, like basically the angle at which you hit them. That one will be for the ice snakes. So the ice snakes is important, like the direction in which you're striking. You know. So like I'm trying to like make use of those three things in particular. Somebody from my chat said maybe the combo system would work if it was hidden from view and simply add more instruments to the background music when you got a combo going. I did something like that actually. I made it hidden from view, but it didn't really work out. I made it like so that it was very subtle, but it's a very hard balance to achieve, especially when you're doing something so subtle when like there's 10,000 enemies around you, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's quite hard to achieve it. Plus, I don't think it's very fun for this kind of thing. I think the core concept of this kind of thing, especially since my value for like how well you're doing is your time, is based on like how well you survive. So in that sense, I think a better option will be to use the enemies to kind of like dictate the flow of the combat rather than like external factors.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the conclusion I came to anyway. I'm not sure if it's correct or not.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think today I'm still trying to get feedback on like how it feels. I made it feel a bit better, so it actually should be easier to destroy the ice snakes and all that stuff. But overall, it should be harder because I made the enemies a lot more deadly. Like in terms of like adding the new ring enemy, which is a lot harder to kind of like keep track of than it seems. And also I think I increased a bit of the frequency of when they spawn and stuff. But yeah, for the most part, it's the same, except just better in the movement, in terms of the enemies. Everything's the same, just tweaked up. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah. So shall we start like the playtesting?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Shall we have John first?
Okay, hang on. Let me switch over to my other computer.
Oh, okay,
Give
fine.
me
Then I'll go
A
first.
few
yeah.
seconds.
A few seconds? A few seconds?
Yeah, it should be. Give me
Okay,
a couple
okay.
of seconds. BRB.
Oh, actually, I have I have some feedback.
Yeah.
Is it possible to make the edge, the edge of the game world, right, a bit more obvious?
Yes. Okay, so that's the thing. I'm actually gonna make it lit up with normal maps. And I'm actually going to make it not a square. I'm thinking of making it a circle, like a sumo ring or some kind. You know, like I want it to be kind of like an arena, and I wanted it to kind of change over time. So I was thinking about a lot of bullet hells, right? And a lot of bullet hells, they have like increasing amounts of obstacles and stuff. So I was thinking of figuring out how I can add that in. I'm still thinking about that.
Wait, so sorry. A lot of bullet health has what?
Like obstacles streaming down as well.
Okay. So you're thinking of how to include that.
Yeah. Let me stop streaming my screen so you don't see double.
Alright. Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe?
No, nah, we can hear you.
No?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I think
Eh?
oh dang it. I was doing much better previous. I tried this new build like earlier and it was definitely apparently I cannot play and talk at the same time.
Do you find the movement to be harder or easy?
Hang
I guess it's a bit
on.
hard. Sorry?
Hang on, I cannot hear you guys.
Oh.
Hang on, I need to open up the mixer.
Oh. It's time for
No.
to get a new computer.
Oh no, I think it's because my game's too loud.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Okay. I paused the game because the game was a little loud. I couldn't hear you guys.
Ah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm back.
Okay. So how do you feel about the controls?
Yeah, it definitely feels better. Definitely feels better compared to the first build that we managed to that you got us to play.
I actually made it so that you can swing the flail a lot faster with less movement. So you can try actually like moving less.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still achieve the same max speed with like a tiny move. I don't know how to make that obvious to the player actually. Like, seems like something that is important.
Wow.
Like that they don't need to swing too far. Maybe I can lock the mouse and then like, but that would be a bit. Yeah, that'll be a bit hard to like kind of show as well.
Maybe just like giving them a few levels before you ramp up the difficulty is enough, so that they have enough time to figure out the controls.
Yeah, I can already see that John is using less extreme movements already. Oh well. Yeah, so the other thing is that like what do you think of the new enemy?
Oh, I love the new enemy. I love the new enemy. I like the way it animates. It's very different from the rest of the existing ones.
For that one I did the art first.
Yeah, so I like the fact that it spins around and then when you whack it enough and then the ring falls off. That's a very interesting. Like to me, it's visually interesting. Because like your goblin imp enemies or whatever they are. Like all they do is they bounce back, and then the ice snake's enemies are cool in that they are snake-like, and then this spinny thing gives it a different feel, and it's very clear that they are definitely different types of enemies.
Like, is it obvious that you have to hit them when they're spinning?
The
first few tries it.
You have to hit them while they are spinning.
Yeah, like basically you have to hit them, and then you have to hit them again in quick succession.
I did not realize that you have to hit them while they are spinning. I thought it was just that they took 3 hits in total to kill it.
Yeah, they take 3 hits. Yeah, as in what I mean is that if you let them be for a while, right?
Right.
Yeah, they'll recover. Is that obvious?
Right. It wasn't obvious to me at the start. Because like I tend to like just deal with them straight away.
Right.
I didn't like leave them hanging around.
Maybe I can.
I don't think that's really a huge issue. Like eventually people will learn. Yeah.
Also, are you finding it easier to like do ice snake combos?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Even though it doesn't look like it, but yes, definitely.
Hey, did it? Nice.
Almost. I almost completely got rid of it.
Yeah, almost. The thing is, I found that the game was becoming too easy, because I at one point I got a score of 300. But that probably is because I played a lot as well.
Yeah.
That's probably one reason is that I'm the developer of this game.
Yeah.
But do you have any suggestions for like in terms of like, because I want to go into more of upgrades and like trying to figure out how to make this a full proper vertical slice. But I don't think I can do that by next week. I'm making plans for it, but I don't think I can do that by next week. I'm planning to do it by next week. I have a full vertical slice of the game.
Upgrades as in the pickups that's dropped, is it?
Yeah. Like not just pickups that drop, like permanent pickups as well. Or somebody says optional difficulty level chaos. I don't think I'll have difficulty levels. Maybe after you beat the final boss once.
Right.
But right now, I want to focus on is trying to make the game have a vertical slice in terms of like its progression. So I'm not sure like what kind of like permanent upgrades you will have other than like flails. I guess like different flails that you can equip.
Different flails. How about something defensive?
Actually, what I can do, right, is I was playing this game recently, this roguelike game recently.
Yeah.
And I realized that their permanent upgrades are basically that you can encounter various pickups along the way. You know what I mean? You can unlock pickups that you can get in the run.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Like Binding of Isaac, yeah. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that might be better actually. Then like I can still just focus on like temporary upgrades, but your permanent upgrades is like the flails as well as the fact that you can unlock more bonus upgrades.
Yeah.
And let me write that down. I should write that down. Okay. Let's see. So I also want to have enemies that actually shoot you and stuff. So I'm focusing on like not so much enemies next week, but I'm focusing upgrades and one enemy. I'm trying to do one enemy every single week.
Okay.
So I'm gonna focus. So for the permanent upgrades, I guess we can do unlocking of per run upgrades. I think that's a good way to put it. And then for the per run and then also different flails.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. Then, John, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yes.
I have a question. Did you change the way the ice snakes are shaded?
Shaded?
It looks like the
what are shaded?
I can't talk while I'm playing. It seems like the ice snakes the eyeball is not as the highlights aren't there compared to the other enemy. The highlights on the eyeballs are not as bright as the highlights on the other enemy.
Oh.
So, yeah, sometimes it feels like there's a difference. I sometimes ignore the ice snake.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh.
I just fixed it. There you go. Because like I was adjusting like, all the darkness of like of the various monsters, and I think I made the eye too dark.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think it feels really good. I like I like that the flail doesn't hit the wall anymore. I think previously it felt very constrained because the player would just hit against the wall, and then like if you're in the corner, it feels very hard to fight back because there's no way to swing the blade.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna make it so that like the edges are circular, like you're fighting in a huge sumo ring or something. Yeah, that kind of thing. I'm probably gonna do something like that. But yeah, what do you think of the upgrades? Like per run upgrades. I'm thinking like for the per run upgrades, right? I was just gonna use some of the ones that I had in the original Skull Chains, like the robot and shield, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Then the permanent upgrades will just be the unlocking of the per run upgrades, and will be also unlocking different flail types. Would that be good?
Yeah. I think what I would like the most would be extra lives.
Extra lives. Oh yeah, that's true. Extra lives. Unlocking of per run upgrades, different flails, extra lives. Maybe the flails can come with their own extra lives. Like there's a super powerful one, but there's only one life.
Right.
I'm saying maybe integrate them.
You mentioned per run upgrade. Is each run broken up into different so-called levels, or is it gonna be like the Devil Daggers thing?
It's gonna be broken up into certain different stages.
Right.
So once you reach a certain amount of time, you'll progress to the next stage, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll probably be doing that the next week. Just try and get some upgrades in. It's gonna probably be a lot of UI work and stuff like that, which is not something I look forward to. But oh well. Yeah. I think that can work. Oh yeah. So Chin, you wanna try it now?
Yeah, sure. Let me run it. Hang on, let me turn off my BGM.
Oh, but before that, John, do you have any like observations or suggestions about the game so far?
Will you have some kind of pickup that allows me to clear the arena for a while? Like get rid of kill off everyone.
I had that for the combo system initially, so I made it so that when you get a high combo, you can right click and you'll destroy everything. But what I was thinking is actually, instead of that, I was thinking of having it built into the upgrade system. So I was thinking of having some upgrades where like you can use them to clear out the room. Like it sounds like a bomb. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it so that you can activate it, you know? I'm
Holy
not
crap.
sure about that yet.
Why
But
is it-
but it seems like a missed opportunity if I don't do it, so.
Yeah, because sometimes it gets like overwhelming, and I really wish I had something to save me as a
Maybe you
last
can
minute
just give
resort.
the bombs. Then you can just right click. And you have only those amount of bombs for the rest of the game.
Why is
Yeah,
the
you can just do it.
why is the
Sorry,
window so small for me?
Wait, what?
Are you streaming? I cannot see your screen.
Oh yeah, I'm not streaming yet. Hang on.
Try alt entering so you can full screen it.
Yeah, when I do an alt, okay, let me show you what happens. Hang on,
Okay.
let me just rest the game.
Actually, limited bombs is a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like ball. How do I?
Oh, why is it so small? What the heck? What?
Whoa!
What
What is going on?
is going on? It wasn't like this last time, right? I didn't change anything about the.
Yeah, it wasn't like this last time.
I didn't change anything though about like the resolution or anything like that.
It actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix this because like
I can still play it.
yeah, I guess so. It still looks kind of cool actually.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh my god.
I am a sucker for pixelated display.
Nice. Yeah, actually it looks pretty okay. Interestingly. It's like everything is still visible.
Yeah.
Are you having fun, Chini?
Sure. Ah. Oh,
Wait,
update.
Hey,
Update.
there's no UI. I just realized.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
no, this is the
You're on
old
the wrong
version.
build, Chini.
Is this old version?
Old version.
Let me download it again. I just downloaded it though. At the start of the
Oh,
dev chat. Hang on, eh? Let me try again.
like, remember like a few minutes into the dev chat, I realized I put the wrong version.
Oh. Okay. Give me a moment.
Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. Just a moment, eh?
But I guess while you're downloading it, I was just thinking like extra lives, limited bombs, and maybe they're integrated into the flails. So maybe if you like get a certain flail, you can like use like a bunch more bombs.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Bombs as in clearing the screen of
clearing the
enemies.
screen, yeah.
Ah.
And you got a limited amount that you just have at the start. Then that's all you have for like that's all you have.
Mm.
Maybe an upgrade can like give you a few bombs. That's it.
Mm.
Oh my god, it's still very small. What is going on?
Why? What? Oh no. Well, was it?
You need
It
to
wasn't
restart
small
your
for you,
computer.
right?
Sorry?
For John, it wasn't small, right? I couldn't
No,
tell.
it wasn't. It was
Uh,
perfectly fine.
yeah.
Hmm.
John's display is very sharp.
Hmm.
Chini, you need to restart your computer.
Restart my computer.
Thing.
Hang
But
on,
I
I can
didn't
still
change
play it. I
anything
can still
about
play it.
the. Didn't change anything about the rendering though.
Hmm.
What the heck?
Yeah, maybe it's something on. It's probably something on my end. No worries. No worries. I
Oh
will.
no.
I will. Off stream. I will restart my computer and play it again. But for now, right, I'll make do with. Uh.
This,
I'll make
oh, the UI is there, but it's like.
I realized. Can you see it? Okay,
Oh.
let's go.
Oh.
Oh crap. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh. It's so weird to look at. Still looks kind of good though.
As I can see the dithering in the background.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh no.
I just had like a super random idea. What if you had flails on flail?
I don't. I think that's too much.
That'd
That might be a bit too much.
difficult to control as well. Ah crap.
I do think that like the bombs is a good idea, and I think the lives, extra lives depending on the flail is also a good idea. Like you can have a very hard to use flail, but you have extra lives. It's worth it, I think. Or you have a very good flail, but you only have one life.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me try this again.
But good is subjective, yeah.
Yeah, but like if it's just this, but with like full damage, like kill an ice snake wherever you hit it.
I see.
Ah.
Oh, Mask Sound asked when will the browser version be available. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot the browser version. Oh man, they take super long to like compile though. I wonder if. Oh yeah, I can't do the Mac because I didn't put that as a package option when I was installing Unity. Damn it! yeah, I should probably get on that. Yeah, I'll try to get on that by tomorrow if I can. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Chini, how do you think it feels a bit better?
Yeah. It feels a bit better. The controls would still require some getting used to on the player's part. Which I think is just part and parcel of this
Yeah.
style of game, right? Because generally people don't
Don't get used to it immediately. Yeah.
yeah, especially with such a novel control system.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think at this point, my tweaking of it is probably gonna be more for the enemies rather than for the player, if that makes sense. Because I think it's tweaked as much as I would, as in like it's tweaked to a point where I feel like it's like as controllable as I could get it right now, or at least quite closer.
Yeah.
I wonder if the lower resolution is like actually messing with the
I,
controls.
I feel like it might be. I feel like it might be messing with the
It is,
sensitivity. Yeah.
because it looks way too sensitive from like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Shinny has a potato computer?
Is what?
But like last time, it was running fine though.
Yeah, exactly.
Shinny, just buy a new potato.
What are you talking about? I was just playing Soul Calibur 6 yesterday. Let me try this again. I don't believe I cannot get a better score than John. What's John's score?
What was my
think
score? I
it's
think it was
high
60. Or 50 something. 57 probably.
57.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I think hopefully by next week, like I don't think I'll be able to do it by next week, but I want to at least try to get some stages in and like try to get upgrades as well. Try to like make somewhat of a vertical slice. Charles is more powerful than Soul Calibur 6. Oh my, no! It's like, no, it's just, no. I tried to optimize.
Nah, it's definitely something on my end. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 6 reduced Shinny's computer to a potato.
Wait, what's the score right now? Oh, it's almost 60.
It's already 60. Wait, it's 50 something, is it?
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. 60.
You see that, John? You see that, John?
Superiority.
Ah!
Ah!
Well, you already beat me, so.
Nice.
Just wait till I get like 40 hours in on this game.
Get good Soul Calibur devs. Since the.
Ah! How did I not die from that? Oh my god. That was so close.
Oh yeah, is it the case that you can sort of go through the snake's tail?
What do you mean?
Because sometimes it feels like I slip past the snake's tail and I don't get damage.
Yeah, so I actually have a period of invincibility about 0.5 seconds. In case you want to do something really stylish and like kind of like, it's just a safeguard. In case you're too close to it.
Invincibility? When does it kick in?
When you slice the ice snake in two.
Ah.
But that's very risky. It's just there in case to prevent any bullshit deaths.
Right. Yeah, this feels good. I like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
But so in terms of pricing, I was thinking of the pricing at like $5 for the whole thing. Like when I get the upgrades in and then I get the various stages in and all that. I think that's a fair price. Yeah, I think. What do you guys think?
It's a bit hard to tell without like seeing the entire
Yeah, that's
product
we're
first.
seeing
Yeah.
a particular price yet. Then but yeah, I think it's progressing well at least.
Yeah, it is. It looks good.
Yeah, I think. Will you release a tablet or mobile version of this? I'm not sure yet. I might, but I want to focus on Steam first and foremost. Yeah, so I'll be focusing on Steam, and then I'll be trying to see if I can port it to other stuff later on. I guess. Oh yeah, one more thing is that I wanted to make some enemies as well. So I have a list of enemies that I would like to make. But yeah, next week I'm focusing on upgrades and I'm focusing on having a proper vertical slice.
Yeah. You know, I still do that thing where if I'm all the way to the side of the screen, right? Instead of like circling my cursor around the player, I end up doing this.
Right. I don't know a solution for that actually.
Yeah, I think it's just I have to get used to it. It's just me.
But you're fine. But like the fact that the chain can go through the walls is a better thing, right?
No, definitely. It's so much smoother.
Then I think I got all the feedback I need already. But yeah, is there any other comments that you guys have on it, or do you think I'm like headed in the right direction in terms of doing the upgrades and basically do you think I'm headed in the right direction in terms of like what I'm prioritizing right now?
Yeah. Anything about the gameplay is definitely a good thing to prioritize, right?
Yeah, so Masan asked, is it just mouse? I'm actually gonna have controller support as well. I already have it in, but the thing is it needs a toggle, and I haven't put a toggle in the game yet. But there's mouse support, there's keyboard support, and there's controller support. What's recommended is either controller or mouse because keyboard is like WASD. I'm using interpolation to help with but it won't be exact, right? It won't be an analog control.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it would be a good idea, right, to have like some kind of a in-game representation of where your mouse is?
Yes, I'm probably going to have that, but later on, I think, because right now you can still see your mouse in if you're actually
Hmm.
playing.
True.
Um, so like that'll be quite some time later because yeah, it's not as important as the other stuff right now.
Right.
Um, so yeah, uh, I said it just now, but basically for the next week, I'll be working on extra lives, limited bombs, and different upgrades. That's quite a lot. I'm not sure I can. I'll see what I can do, but that's probably gonna be for the next 2 weeks. But if I'm able to do that, then I have a proper vertical slice because that's pretty much everything in the game. Just that I would need to add more and more content. Yeah.
Hmm. Sounds good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah. I think that's that then.
Random thought. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Grenade enemy. So if you hit it, uh, it will start to explode. And you gotta hit it away from you so that it will explode and destroy other enemies.
Grenade enemy.
Yeah, like a bomb enemy. It
Like
the moment
kamikaze
it gets
enemy.
yeah. And then like if you hit it, it gives like a countdown 5 4 3 2 1, and then it blows up and it destroys everything in its radius.
Right.
That's that's a good idea. I think. I have a few enemies that I would like to make. One of them is a samurai enemy which dashes around, right?
Oh,
One of them is a train enemy that pierces through the level. Like one of them is a shooter enemy, and yeah, I think that's one. Wait, I already have the kamikaze enemy as one of my one of the stuff on my to-do list.
Hmm.
I see. Cool.
It's like right above it. I call it explosive enemy, but yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
cool.
my song says that Josiah played Jump Jabor and found a bug with his paw.
Ah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
At QA. So I guess that's that. Are there any like final comments about anything or
I look forward to the next build. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I look
looking
forward
good.
to the
yeah?
next build. It's looking good.
eh,
It's looking good. That definitely. The thing when I was asking if you'll be able to make the walls more
yeah,
obvious. The reason why I say that is because it didn't register in my head, right, that the boundaries are actually walls. So I was thinking like, oh,
right,
why is it that your world is a box? I keep thinking that way
yeah,
why rather than seeing it as the player being inside this enclosed area, right, like surrounded by four walls. I kind of see it
yeah.
as like you're on this plane.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
you know what I
see.
mean. So
I
so I
think with
thought like
normal
this.
mapping that was solve it, right?
I imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, then I should be able to solve that fairly easily.
Mm.
I'll put it on the to-dos as well. Better normal map walls. Yeah, that's quite a lot of stuff. I think I can get it done in 2 weeks, but definitely not in 1 week. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
Shall we
right.
move on to John?
All right. Cool. Give me a few seconds to move back to my other computer.
Oh my god, it took
Wow.
like 15 minutes. What the heck? It took
I'll
up
be
15
right back.
minutes.
No worries, no worries.
Holy crap. Well, originally when we were doing the dev chat, we were like, we'll end off the whole thing in 1 hour.
Yeah.
It just took 15 minutes.
All right.
Oh no.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
We're
You're
back.
back.
All right. Awesome. Time to share my screen.
Nice.
Screen. Go live.
Okay.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah. So Opera GX Game Jam. Not that I'm taking part, but if anyone is interested,
Okay.
Why am I even promoting it? I
Yeah,
don't even
why?
work for
You don't
them.
even use Game Maker.
I don't even use Game Maker. All right. So here we go. I have a moving platform now. Yay!
Alright.
Hooray!
Notice the players
Uh,
jumping at the apex of
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Is that what happens in our original game?
No, it does not. I want to cry.
Oh no.
What did I do? I'll have to go look through the code I used to port the physics, the collision detection over. Anyway, as I cry, uh, yeah, I actually implemented audio, the backend to work on the audio in this build.
Nice.
Not that I'm letting, not I let it play right now. So I didn't get much time to work on this week, so there's not much improvement. Just moving platform with really bugged physics
Mhm.
and a bit of audio. So I just want to mention the tools I use to get the audio. I'm using this library called howler.js.
Nice logo.
That's nice
Yeah,
logo.
nice logo, exactly.
Howler.js uses web audio API and HTML5 audio. So it makes working audio really easy. All you have to do is like load your sounds and then call sound.play. And there are options you can use uh, to change the way the sound is played and all that. And one of the cool things is that it supports playing a sound sprite. So basically, like sprite sheets, you have multiple sprites in a sprite sheet. You can have multiple sound sprites in a single
Ooh,
audio file. Yeah.
that's interesting.
So yeah, this is one of the ways to get around like on mobile devices. Sometimes you have limitations on the audio that you can play in your browser,
Hmm.
and so sound sprites sort of a workaround around some of the mobile browser limitations. Yeah.
Right.
So to make a sound sprite, I use this tool called Audio Sprite. Audio Sprite by this guy Tonus TG whatever.
Hmm?
So it's a jukebox howler create.js compatible audio sprite generator. And similar to the sprite sheet.js that I showed the last time, it generates a JSON file in the form with a bunch of let me see if I can show it. Yeah, it generates a JSON file that kind of looks something like that. That tells the audio engine where your sound sprites start and all that. And then it also generates the output OGG or MP3 or whatever format that you want. So these are like different sounds, spaced 1 second apart, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, sound sprites.
Sorry, this the,
Uh,
the purpose of this is what? For optimization.
uh, Partly, yeah. So now you only have one file to download,
Hmm.
one audio file to download for a web game, right?
Right.
And also, as I mentioned earlier, some mobile browsers, I think more specifically iOS tends to have Safari for iOS tends to have a lot of limitations. And so one of the workarounds is to put all your audio in a single audio file, like a single MP3, and
Hmm.
then just play a single MP3 at different points in time of the MP3.
Right.
So it just like
Uh,
uses FFmpeg to like combine them into a thing and produce a JSON.
yes. So this one relies on FFmpeg to combine all the files that you specify. Yeah, so like you can output like grab all the WAV files in somewhere
Right.
Oh, your
and
screen
then
is frozen. Oh, there it is. It's
Alright.
fine.
oh no.
Is there like a term for this? Do they call this like sound atlas?
Sound
Uh,
that would make more sense than sound sprite actually.
I guess yeah. A sound sprite sheet, sound
A sound
atlas, yeah.
sprite sheet. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the demo just calls it audio sprites.
Sprites. I
Um,
see. I see. I see.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So it defines like different audio sprites. These are all part of one single audio file, and then you can just play
Hmm.
parts of them. Yeah. So this file is basically a script wrapper around FFmpeg, and it also generates the JSON file for you.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. These are the tools I use to get some audio into this game for the web.
This is
For
very
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't know stuff like this existed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
me neither.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's about all I have to show for next week.
Oh, where's the
I
gameplay, John? Where's the gameplay?
I know I said I would finish it by this week, but apparently rewriting this was a
It's a monumental
bad
task.
idea.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did you say last week? Actually?
Writing this from scratch without relying on any frameworks except for the most basic stuff like rendering and
No,
audio.
I think that's literally what Shinny said last week.
But okay. So like part of my goal was I wanted to compare how much space this would take compared to the Flash version. So it seems like the Flash version is let me see.
Right.
Uh, uh, so Flash version was basically 671 KBs.
Uh-huh.
Um, the version I have here right now
Very
is
small?
about if you just talk about the JavaScript file, it's 486 KB. And if you ignore the MP3, I'm going to assume that most browsers will support the
Right.
audio file.
Yeah.
It's 75, and you add like the texture atlas and the font.
How
Ignore
much
the font being
how much
floating
smaller is
points.
it?
A lot.
About 100 KB
What's
smaller,
the
maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Flash one was 671 KB,
Hmm.
672 KB about that. Right now I'm at like 486 without for the full 486 plus 4 plus 75 plus 1.74. Yeah, basically and the Atlas, which is like 2 KB.
Right.
Ignore some of the
JS file
duplicates. Hmm.
minify it or
Yeah, this is the minified JS file. It's
Hmm.
already minified. It could probably be minified even more if I use something like the Google Closure compiler. But I think
Mm,
it would interfere with the whole bundling process that
right.
Parcel has going.
Right.
Not sure if I could still pass this through Closure compiler, but who knows? Right now I'm kinda okay with this size. But
Right.
yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to see if how much of a difference compared to the SWF was produced that we had the last time. And also, once I'm done with this, I'm considering going back to the original project and then upgrading it to the latest hacks and hex pixel
Right.
versions, and seeing like if the JS output is comparable to the manually coded JS output.
Right.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, just to get like a feeling of the sizes that you get um, from using different frameworks and stuff like that.
So you're
Uh,
going to export to HTML5 from using the hex fixer.
yeah,
I see.
yeah. So after this is done, because
After,
there's still much more logic to add, and so this size can only go up unless
mm.
I start optimizing even more aggressively.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So yeah, this is more or less like a more of an experiment, just to see how small I can squeeze things. Uh, I know that in today's world, it doesn't really matter. Size doesn't really matter anymore. Uh, but I feel like for web games, especially like if you come from a less uh, less internet filled society, uh, like from small web games, maybe size still matters a little. I'm trying to see what I can do to make games that are still kind of small
Yeah.
and easily downloaded.
There is a push for instant games, right? Like games that is
Yeah.
like below like maybe 5 MB. There is a market
No,
for it.
yeah,
There is a
but
market.
Mhm.
Unity's recent one on like Unity recently had this thing where they produce a module where you can make like below 5 MB kind of games,
Oh,
Hmm.
and
really?
there are a lot of restrictions, but I can't remember what it was called.
Oh,
I think
I'm
it's literally called,
surprised if you.
like,
I'm sorry.
it's called Project Tiny. Yeah, it's called Project Tiny.
Oh,
It's official.
wow.
Official, yeah.
Oh,
Hang on.
never knew.
Search Unity
Project Tiny.
Project Tiny.
Yeah. think it's
Uh,
that. Yeah. It's that.
this or this?
It's that.
It's
Instant
interesting
games.
because like I imagined like because of the whole they have to bundle a whole
Yeah.
Yeah.
runtime.
The way they do it, I think, is they make it so that you have a lot more restrictions. Well, obviously, but
Mm,
it's an official thing that they're doing. Yeah.
Right. It's the work in
mm,
progress. Project Tiny
mm.
0.32. Uh,
Rather, I think this one was a separate. Oh, okay, I have no idea.
separate?
But yeah, the official page is here.
Uh,
Mm. Cool. Yeah,
very cool.
and also, uh, what were we talking about just before Chow mentioned Project Tiny? Uh,
You say something about it being an experiment.
yeah. I suddenly got reminded of something, and then it just slipped my mind.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No. This is cool. I did not know about Project Tiny.
Hmm.
Yeah, cool. So that is all I have. I'm gonna fix this physics bug. Dang it, physics bug.
It seems like
And
something that is caused by the order of execution,
Okay.
right? Event
yeah, it
order.
could be.
Yeah.
It could be. I
Hmm.
sure hope so because
Sure.
it's gonna be a pain to it's gonna be a pain to debug.
I've gotten this exact error like many times with moving
Hmm.
platforms.
Moving platforms, dang it, moving platforms. Why? Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna hopefully finish this thing, release it
Mm.
on Game Jolt uh,
Right.
by next week.
All
Fingers
right.
crossed.
No, so
Wanna put it
you're
on
gonna update
trial?
the game job page, is it?
Yes, I will update the
Oh,
Game
okay.
Jolt page. I'm
Uh,
sorry,
I was
Chow,
just
you were
I
saying
thought you
something.
were gonna release a new version, and I was like, you should put it on itch.io instead of Game Jolt, because Game
uh,
Jolt's a bit dead now,
a
Uh,
bit.
a little bit,
dead.
kind of dead.
Really? I see. I see.
Is it? Isn't it? Wait, is it not?
It has gone through a lot of like community features that got
Wait,
added in
what?
the recent years. Uh,
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know the state of Game Jolt right now. Uh,
uh,
I mean, they are trying to promote themselves a little more, uh, but
Yeah, I checked it out. Thanks for telling me. Wait. I used to be a part of the community as well,
uh,
mm.
well,
but that's
there's
years ago.
still lots of
So
fan art.
they recently added this community feature, so you can join a community and you can post your
Oh,
artwork or whatever GIF.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, neat. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Mm. Cool. So yeah, that's it from me.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Check in.
Okay. I will finish in 5 minutes. Hang on.
Timer starts.
Timer starts now. But it's true though. Like there's not a lot for me to talk about since it's like I'm uh pretty close to finishing. So where's my thing? Where's my
Oh,
thing?
I remember what I was gonna say now.
What?
Uh, Google Android is gonna yeah, like they're working on something such that previously they had this thing with instant games and all. So like you could download you could play uh, a small version of a game without having to download the full game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But it required you to make a separate build for in order for them to do that, or rather, it required the developers to support that feature, right?
Uh-huh.
Now Google is working on a technology such that you don't have to do anything on your end. They will The Play Store itself will automatically determine the parts of your game that need to be downloaded first, uh, so that you can start playing with minimal download, and then it will download the
That
rest of your game as you are playing or
how
over
does it
time.
even work?
Hmm.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
How does it even work? It sounds like magic.
Yeah.
Technology is magic.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
technology is
Okay. Anyways, I've been going through things to wrap up the development. So you take a look at this, like I have this spreadsheet listing out world 1 to 10. Oh, that brings forth the point. I've decided to follow John's suggestions. John says, why don't I leave the... What do you say last time, John? Why don't I leave the...
Leave the new mechanic to your next update.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah, and I was hesitant, right? Because in my mind I was thinking, oh, the game must launch with 99 levels. But after the dev chat, it clicked. I'm like, oh, why not just release it with like 90 levels, 10 worlds, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just release the game with 10 worlds first, and then the additional mechanics, I will add them in as periodic updates, right? Content updates. So one of the things that I needed to work on was to go through every single level and fix up like whatever about the level is bugging me. And another thing I need to standardize, right, was the number of collectibles for each world. So here you can see that they're all 50, 50, 50, 50. It's because I've gone through all the world and make sure that the number of the distribution of the collectibles are more or less consistent now. So this will allow me to better figure out what's the appropriate number to gate like the different worlds. Something like that. So it's not as rubbish as last time, right? Where I have weird numbers like 70 something. You have to collect like 72 collectibles in order to proceed. Now it's the numbers looks nicer lah. 170, 275, stuff like that. Okay. Another thing is the distribution of the collectibles across the entire world. So for like my first 3 levels, the numbers are usually from 3 to 5, right? And then the subsequent levels are all between 6 to 8. So I'm trying to standardize them. Yeah. That's more or less it. But I do have one more thing. And that is that I'm trying to differentiate between how do I put it? Previously, when I released the game for playtesting, right, there was a tester who made it a point, right, to collect every single collectible in a single run. So for certain levels, that is not easy to do. So he did that, and he mentioned that the game should reward collecting all collectibles in a single run. So what I mean by that is you can actually collect like all the collectibles, right, in 2 different runs, something like this. Let me just do this, and then maybe I shouldn't have done that. Wait, hang on, let me see. Can I like? Damn it! Bad demo. Let me just how about this one? Let me just collect 3 of them first, and then I'll collect the other 3 later. Alright. So I've collected like say half. Now let's try collecting the other half. So it says here that I've collected everything, right? But the thing is that I did not collect all of them in a single run. So if you go here, right, you'll see that it's a single star, right? So now there's a differentiation between like collecting everything in one run and versus collecting everything in multiple runs.
But does the single star show up at the end of when you actually complete the stage?
Like, you mean here?
Right here?
Yeah, I intend to spray some particles, like if you manage to beat everything in collect everything in a single run.
Okay. That sounds
so something like that.
good.
Yeah, it's like a minor touch. I've been leaving this like I've been like delaying working on this for the longest time, but I've gotten to the point where stuff like this is all I have left to work on. Yeah.
I realized that it's no longer a single star. Is it?
Oh yeah, just now I collected everything in one go.
But the single star, the single red star, I mean. Indicates.
Single red star means you did not collect all of them in a single run. Basically, if you see the particles coming out, right, the confetti, if you see them coming out like that, that means you get 2 stars.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that's about it. I do think that it's not like very clear, like the difference between 1 star and 2 star. But again, right, I'm not sure if I need to worry too much about it. Yeah, it's like you beat the level, you get a flag. Like let's move on. So what else? What else? I think that's it. That's it. Next up, I will have to work on. Okay, there's this thing right that's been bugging me. So I actually made a new level. Like I had to replace one of my levels because it doesn't really make sense. But levels like this has a problem because you can cheese it. So the enemies, they are important to my intention of this level, right? But you can actually do stuff like this. Where you kill them, and then that takes away the entire challenge. So I'm trying to figure out a way to handle this. Yeah.
Is it really that? Is it really necessary?
Is it really necessary? Yeah, I mean, but cheesing it kind of defeats the purpose of this level.
I think like you could fix it with level design though, probably.
Fix it with level design.
But it's a bit late for that also. Like,
Yeah.
Is it wrong to cheese it?
Is it wrong to cheese it?
If someone finds a way to cheese it, that is their way of playing it.
Maybe, but it's always been about like you always accidentally kill the enemies if you get what I mean.
Oh, if you always accidentally do it, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah, then it doesn't really feel that good, right?
Yeah. But if it only happens in certain occasions, only in
actually,
a specific few levels.
It's specific to like maybe 3 or 4 levels. 3 or 4 out of 90. What do you think?
I think it's okay.
I think it's okay.
4 out of 90, I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Let me think about it. Yeah, let me think about it.
I mean, it's your choice also. I mean, if you don't like it, then yeah, fix it, change it. If you don't like it.
I don't think fixing it is a trivial thing to do.
I can kind of do what I did for the Jerboa itself. So Jerboa used to die instantly, right? The moment the blocks here become solid and then it overlaps the player, you just die immediately, and people complain that it's a bit too punishing. So now I make it such that you kind of need to be inside the block for like 5 frames, right, before it kills you. So you kind of do something like this. So I'm inside, right, but I didn't die, if you notice.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Like,
yeah,
if they're completely inside though.
So I was thinking like maybe for the enemies, right? If it overlaps the enemy, I can make the enemy ignore that block and just let it either turn around or let it walk through the block. Maybe we'll have to see. Yeah.
I think that one needs to be tweaked up a lot though.
Sorry, say again.
I think it needs to be tweaked a lot because the thing is, if you have it to be too aggressive in terms of like if, for example, if the enemy is going through almost all the way, then after that you enable it trying to kill him, then you don't kill him, it also feels kind of bad.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I meant I would like to completely remove killing him.
Oh.
Yeah. Like you cannot kill enemies anymore with the block, because because I've never actually designed any level, right, with that idea in mind. Like none of my level was designed with the purpose of like getting the player to kill the enemies using the blocks.
There is an incongruency there though.
Incongruency,
like, your player can die to the blocks, but the enemies cannot. I would assume that I could kill the enemies.
Right.
But then again, if it's shown clearly, there won't be a problem also.
True. Yeah. Oh man, this is such a difficult thing to figure out.
It's cheesing bad. It's cheesing bad. I remember back when I was playing Borderlands and Borderlands 2 and fighting the final boss and cheesing it by just like standing in one corner where the boss can't hit me and just slowly draining away the boss's health.
Sorry, say again, what?
Well, I remember playing like Borderlands and Borderlands 2 and the final boss.
Yeah.
The final bosses, I basically cheese them by standing in a corner where they can't hit me, and then just slowly shooting them to dealing like a few HP damage to them one by one, and killing them and cheesing them to death. And do I feel dirty for cheating? Yes. Do I still feel good? Yes.
Right.
Well, like, yeah, when I was playing Castlevania and I like figured out that you could cheese the death by just like throwing holy water at him to stun lock him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel dirty, I felt good. I was like, hey, I figured it out.
Right. Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
guess it depends.
yeah, I mean, in that sense, it's different, right? They set up all of the narrative, right? You know, you are the good guy. You are supposed to kill the big evil. So, you know, you still have that narrative to justify everything, right? Like you're using every means that you have in order to destroy this bad guy. But I'm not sure in Jump Jumbo you don't really feel that you know the narrative isn't quite there, right? So, it's just this is a platformer, right? This is a level. It's almost like a puzzle in a sense. Can you beat it? So
But that's not
yeah.
the solution to the puzzle, though. You know,
Ah.
like, it's only apparent like 3 out of 90 of the levels. I think it's fine. You said 3 or 4, right?
Right. You know what? Maybe I'll do just that. That means I have one less task to worry about. Woo!
Ship it.
Ship it.
It's done.
It's
Ship
done.
it.
It's done. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. Yeah. Now you have like
No problem.
reduce my workload. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it for me then. So what's left is I will finish up the dynamic music and I will have to start working on the monetization stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Shall we?
We do a recap.
Yeah. Recap.
Okay,
Let's go.
so for my end, I have a ton of stuff to do. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do in my next week because it's getting real busy. But basically, I need to make one enemy. I have to make the run upgrades, and I have to integrate like extra lives and limited bombs and the unlocking of permanent. Oh, there's so much stuff. I'll basically like I'll try to get like one enemy done, and I'll try to get the upgrade system done if I can.
Right.
I'm not sure if I can because next week's gonna be very busy for a lot of different things as well.
Wait. So which is the focus that like out of all the different tasks, which is the one that you will be working on?
One
this?
enemy, and then after that, I want to get the upgrade system in.
Ah. Okay. One enemy and one upgrade. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, man.
Just for me.
Yeah. No worries, man. No worries. Just work at your own pace.
Yeah. Oh, and I have to get a Steam page up also.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. Definitely.
that's good.
Definitely share it with us.
Hey, will do.
Yeah. Wish listing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
John.
Uh,
Yeah.
My turn. I will finish up this game that I am sort of remaking. This game that Chinny and I worked on, and I am remaking. I will finish it up next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's it.
Amanda did ask something earlier. Right? It posted a question to you. It says, "Why do you do this to yourself, Jono?"
What a question.
What a question.
Why?
Why do you do this to yourself, Jono?
Why do things the easy way when you can do them the hard way?
Yeah, man. You have no idea, Amanda. Like John loves pain.
But it's pain to get more efficient and get more knowledge, right? I mean, that's why you use Vim, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like people use Vim and they're like, oh, this is so easy. Like, for the first month, you're just like, I have to do this myself.
Yeah. The difficulty curve is like a cliff, a vertical cliff.
No, that's Emacs, that's Emacs. I'm not crazy enough to do that yet.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Anyway, we think. Anyway, the whole thing about audio sprites and howler, I think that's very cool to share with us. Like I didn't know about its existence. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Yay, knowledge!
Knowledge!
I'm doing this for the sake of everyone here.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, I'm just gonna be doing everything to wrap up the game. I intend to release it this year for sure. But as far as the development is concerned, right, I would like to be able to like mostly stop working on it by either the end of the month or next month. Yeah. So That's pretty soon. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Looking-
which, I'm probably.
Mhm.
Oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, looking forward to this to
Oh.
jump board.
Thanks, bruh. Yes.
I'm gonna stop working on mine around September 29th.
September
feature locking,
29th.
feature locking it September 29th.
Nice.
Feature locking
Nice.
anyway.
Yeah.
And then it fix bugs and then I add juice, that kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward
Yeah.
to more Scout Chains DX too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just gonna be called Skull Chains. Oh wait, should I show you guys the header image that I made for Skull Chains?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes,
I'll
please.
show you guys here.
Let me stop sharing
Let
first.
me share my screen just to show an image. There we go. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, this looks good, man.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, look. Oh.
That looks good. Is that intestines at the bottom?
Oh, that's like the chin.
The
Oh
chin-
no,
oh,
I
oh.
missed.
Oh, oh, sorry. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. I see.
Really?
Oh no,
No. It's my fault. It's my
Really?
fault. Wait,
Oh,
but you can maybe one of your flail, right, can just be you swinging around some, what do you call that, entrails,
And
right?
test it.
Yeah,
Oh
intestines.
my
Yeah.
God, that's
Yeah.
kinda gross. That means I'm doing it. Yeah. Confirm it's gonna be in the game.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Oh wait, let me stop streaming. Ah,
That looks great. Yeah. Well then, shall we call it?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Xiao. Thanks, John. It is great, man. Great fun. Yeah, so we'll be. I imagine we'll be doing this again next Sunday, same timing, GMT plus 8, 3 p.m. Yeah.
Mm. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's time to say bye bye then. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again. Bye. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging around. It's time for us to go. Right.
long.
So long. Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.